Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Phil, and in this video we're going to look at the last track from the Dire Straits classic live album Alchemy, which is Going Home, the theme from the film Local Hero, for which Mark Knopfler wrote the soundtrack. Alchemy was recorded in the summer of 1983, just a few months after Local Hero was released, and so the music would have been brand new to many in the audience. But it's since become firmly established in the canon of MK classics, and a real favourite of mine, and also of all of you who have asked for this tutorial. So, without further ado, let's get cracking. Come with me. So, here we are with the Strat. Amp settings for this are a tiny touch of compressor, some spring reverb and a hint of delay to fill out the sound, and a tiny pinch of chorus. I'm using my Yamaha THR with the gain turned up about halfway on a clean setting, just to give a little bit of Strat bite. And I've got the Strat position pickup set right at the top on the neck pickup. As we work through, as far as I can, using the live footage in my ears for reference, I'm going to use the chord shapes and fingering that MK actually uses for the Alchemy performance. You'll see in later performances on YouTube and so on that he varies these to some extent, but I'll stay as true as I can to the original performance so that you can replicate the actual true sound. If you're getting something out of the video that you can use in your playing, then please consider hitting the like button. It makes a real difference. Also click the notification button so that you get new content delivered to you as soon as it's posted. And it'd be great also if you're not already subscribed, if you could subscribe, it makes a massive difference. So here we are, bar on the 7th fret, and then ring finger on the 9th fret of the A string, and here we go. So I'll go really slow and pick out just a couple of key points for you to be aware of. First one is that lovely arpeggiated pluck up the strings. The little finger goes in onto the 9th fret of the G string. Now there is where I lift my ring finger up off that 9th fret. Let me just do it in close to performance kind of speed, and you'll see why, I think, in a second. And it's because of that, because it's harder to stretch your little finger to here while this finger is still in place, that I would recommend that you take your ring finger off the A string once it's finished doing its job. Let me show you what I mean. That's the last time you use it. I'll do that again so that you can see how I'm lifting that ring finger off. Now this is a change of fingering. On some of the later performances, you'll see MK playing up here for the F sharp minor. But on Alchemy, he comes down to here, so it's this shape. That's a bit of a stretch. It's worth persevering with that stretch. I think most hands will be able to do it. My hands aren't particularly huge. I think most hands will be able to do it. So we come out of here. Notice how I'm using my ring finger, and this is the reason, because we can slide up 1 fret, middle finger goes on to the 7th fret of the G string. And what MK does, it's not something I'm in the habit of doing particularly, but he does it on Alchemy. Thumb comes round and plays 7th fret on the A string. Here we go. There's a small difference here. It's the same shape as you wear up there, but on this one, he just arpeggiates those first 3 notes. And then we're here. You'll hear on the recording, it's a small but I think really important thing, is that slide up to this note here. And it's that gives you the clue as to where he is on the fretboard. And then he slides into that chord of D with an A bass. Then we're back up to this G. And here, instead of just plucking the next 2 notes, which are... There's a really important little nuance here, which is very MK. He actually does a little slide up with the bar from a semitone or a half a step down. See? He does that on a lot of recordings, so I think that's worth learning and keeping in. I'll split the screen so you can see what I'm playing also with my plucking hand. Here we go. I'm playing the bottom E string with my thumb. Now I'm playing the A string with my thumb. So we're going from there to here. Now we're here. We're getting into the melody now. So all the way up from here. Try and start with your middle finger, because then it's in the right place for when we get up here. Then there's a bit of keyboard and sax, and then we go. So this on the G string, it's quite a big bend, so you're going from there and you're bending up to here. But this is about the perfect place to do it because you've got lots of bendability in the string because you're probably halfway between the top and the bottom of the string. And then we're here. Again. Then very typically Knopfler, starting with this E minor shape. Again. Let's just have a look at the hammering on and pulling off there. If you can work on this, it's quite difficult initially to hit this target accurately. You know, you could go or... So, as usual, practice slowly. And then next section we have a bar up here. Okay, I'll go through that really slowly. Note by note. Okay, the next section is some sliding up and down. So if we start here with middle and ring finger, with your middle finger on the 9th fret of the G string, and it's a slide up. And then your little finger can fit here. Again. Again, quite difficult to do that with any speed initially, so practice slowly and build up. And then we're down here. Note by note. Just find here the fingering that's right for you. So I generally start with my ring finger here. And I end up in that sort of position with everything flattened against the fretboard. And then we're right down at the bottom here. Once more slowly. Now we're into that iconic finish. Now we're here. Go through that slowly, just with a couple of pointers. Okay, from here, sort of doesn't matter where you end up. I end up with my third finger typically here, but the important thing is where you go next. Let me show you what I mean. So it could be there, could be there, but you need to plant your index finger there so that you've got enough fingers left to do that. You do that, you're in trouble because you're having to plant your little finger, which is a lot more difficult. So there, important to plant the whole of the index finger across that little bar. Show you what I mean? And a bend up at the top here. Again, important to end on the index finger. Okay, and there's a big sort of power chord. Okay, on to the last section now, and we start up here. Again, super slow. Starting position is important. Middle finger and ring finger. While you're doing that bending, try and concentrate on allowing the B string, so you're on the 10th fret on the B string, allowing that to remain ringing out. It's difficult, but it's worth persevering with that because it's a nice touch if you can achieve it. And then we go. Important to land here with the finger across the strings, including the D string. We can do that. Now it's quite hard to see on the live footage what he does next, but I'm pretty sure he goes down towards the nut here. Now it's a power chord of G. And then a D played like that, I'm pretty sure. It looks like he's on about fret 5 and 7 to finish. And in the heat of battle, when you're finishing off with some big power chords, that's probably the easiest way to play a big D chord. So there you go. Thanks for sticking with me if you've made it to the end. Hope you get something out of the video that you can use in your playing and that you've enjoyed learning going home. So until next time, happy practicing. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.